Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Buddy up! Mike 51! I'm here all day.
On first down, Graham. That one complete to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Record. Hey, alert 3.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Graham. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his fourth touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you guys should put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's keep moving. 55, come on, 55. Drop deep, drop deep.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pull it together.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We own it. We own it.
Throwing is Wentz. This one to the right, caught by Valdes-Scantling. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Mike 4. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
Running from the gun with Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wentz going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Push it back. Mike 55.
Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Graham. Gets this one to Morris. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Operating from the gun, Graham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running with Howard. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check.
That would carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. Oh, and now some space to operate. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jameis Olawale. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From midfield, here's Wentz. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And an Eagle first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. it forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
– 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's 3rd down.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They run with Howard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
There we go, Pac-Man. Waiting. 54 Mike. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Wentz now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alfred Morris, 78 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Banjo. Hey, watch that.
Now Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
Let's go.
First down, Eagles.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They run with Pumphrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Trey 15, Trey 15.
Throwing now is Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
I got you. Check 37, check 37.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And got his man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
54's Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second and 1. Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
2nd and 3. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Hey, here we go, here we go. 180! 54! You want this? Done! 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Go. 280. Check 55 for Mike. Come on.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Watch the
Second and 14. Wide open receiver complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. And the kick by Elliott is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. It's his third field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Jim.
Here's 2nd and 8. They find Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Morris. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it.
They run again with Morris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check safety.
On 3rd down, Graham. 20. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Back to Pittsburgh. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check one.
They'll run with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wentz going to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
first down. Morris. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Shift. Rotate, step.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go now. Come on, Check 47. What we got?
On 3rd and 2, Graham is going to find his running back. It's complete. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
This was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go, Paxman. 280! Get this.
On first down, Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the handoff, this is Howard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
To throw, it's Wentz. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Wentz now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Let's get off the field.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's our time. It's our time, guys.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Kill, kill, kill.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cowboys, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they dipped to 2 and 5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.